off we flew to Kuwait City specifically. And we landed in Kuwait City and moved to the MovenPick Hotel. And there we started our last Congress. And basically at this Congress, I'd like to acknowledge Ahmad Asad. He was the chairman of the Kuwait Dental Association, and Ibrahim Taqi. And I don't know if I'm saying all these names correctly, but Ibrahim was the chairman and the organizing committee. So I really want to thank those guys for a marvelous exhibition. The conference was a smashing success. We had 400 people packed in a room that they thought would hold 200 graciously, and they weren't sure how many would come, but 400 did come. And so basically, if you add up all the people that I came into contact from Dammam to Jeddah to Kuwait City, in my lectures was a little less than 2,000 doctors. This is not said to impress anybody. It's simply to say that I came into contact with a lot of people, and of course there was a lot of picture taking, there was a lot of conversations, there was a few dinners, and there was lunches, and I started to get into their heads a lot about their lives, what they think about, their culture, how short of a amount of time they've had to come so far. In other words, the country of Saudi Arabia was really only formed about 60 years ago. And when you think about then all of that, and then of course the men-women thing in their own societies, it was a fascinating experience for an American kid. So to close it all up, I wanted to acknowledge a couple other people. Essam Zatar, he is at the school, the head guy at the school, and he's working very hard to influence future generations in how to do predictably successful endodontics. I'd also like to acknowledge Dina El-Rafai. El-Rafai is her name, I believe, and Dina, though, we call her affectionately Dr. Dina. She's a dentist, and she's a person who is facilitating endodontics all across Kuwait. And she's a marvelous woman, greatly respected and held in high esteem, and I want to thank her personally for all that she's doing to grow endodontics in that region of the world. And then, of course, Muhammad Khalil. He's an interesting guy, good friend. I told him he could be my son. I think he was 42 years old, but he is a rep in Saudi Arabia, and he journeyed along with us in all three cities that I've mentioned. He has a marvelous rapport with academicians and researchers, endodontists and general dentists alike, and everybody loves Dr. Dina and Khalil. So these people helped make Phyllis's and my trip a smashing success, and now I'm home left with amazing memories, unimaginable experiences, and maybe we'll talk about it more in the future. But I want you to know, at the close of this particular session, that endodontics is alive and well. It's growing rapidly in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Many of the endodontists in Saudi Arabia are U.S. trained. There was quite a contingent that came out of USC. And when I was at Dammam, you can see they're influenced by other great names. Do you remember the name Walia? Hello, Walia. Walia, 1988, Journal of Endodontics first reported and proposed that nickel titanium could be the metal of choice for instrumentation of curved canals. Well, he's on the base at Aramco. That's an American facility, Houston-based, and that's basically moving the oil out of the Persian Gulf and out of the Arabian Gulf, whichever you like to say, and out to the rest of the world. So Wally is on this base of 10,000 people, and he's a resident endodontist dentist, and he has a few other dentistos, and all of them together are working to keep Aramco going quite well, I might say, in the Eastern Province. So, from Cliff Ruddle, I want to wish you all the best. Work hard, because everything that you know and do, it's being disseminated as we speak around the world. The gap is closed, and there's very little difference now between endodontics in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Dubai, Jordan, and I could go on and on. It's been a great pleasure, and I look forward to speaking to you at another time.